So Bungie got caught with their pants down. They got caught stealing game assets from an indie artist. It goes on to say the Marathon Alpha released recently and its environments are covered with assets lifted from poster designs I made in 2017. Some of the assets that were stolen. So obviously you can see the design here, and then they've decided to just copy and paste it onto their assets in game. And this is a shooter that's supposed to be coming out in September. The person that they stole from, I'm lawyering up and I'm getting as much money as I can from these lot. There's no way Bungie, the game developers for Halo, one of the greatest games of all time, and they think that I'm not going to get a check. Like Denzel said, I'm leaving here with some. And this is another one as well. Or the original design here, and then they've just slapped it onto everything else in game. The actual audacity of them to do this is crazy. Now I start thinking, wait, were Halo design stolen as well? I want to know. This is another one as well that they've got. Anti-Real Daily Series. This is their original design. They've decided to just paste it on here. They've tried to remove the text, but that's all they've done. This was the one that I said, you know what, this is hook, line, and sinker. Like, so Anti-Roll posted saying, she said, I hid loss in my design 6 years ago and nobody caught on. And then someone replied saying, here from the future, if anyone doubts the theft of your art, this also confirms it. It's kind of like an Easter egg kind of thing. And they've decided to just paste that in as well. They probably didn't even bother to just say, you know what, should we remove this? Nah, keep it in. Normal, no. I can't believe it. I actually can't believe this is a AAA studio that's doing this. What is going on? I've always said the gaming industry is cooked here, but this is diabolical. I don't understand how they thought they were comfortable enough to try and get away with this and to just keep it in as if no one was going to know. It's like because they feel that the individual that they stole from doesn't have what necessarily a massive following, but they might have now. I need to check and see. Well, yeah, now she has 41,000 followers. I don't know how many she had before. And she also does SoundCloud music. And apparently they've stolen from her as well. To do with her structural music design and stuff like that. So they've stolen from her. And they thought they were just going to get away with it. It's like they robbed the bank without a mask on and said, you know what, cool. They smiled at the camera while leaving and then dipped out and then thought that no one was going to report them or see that they were going to get ID'd. Like, it's just crazy. And then the Marathon team has put out a tweet saying, we immediately investigated a concern regarding unauthorized use of artists' decals in Marathon and confirmed that a former Bungie artist included these in a texture sheet that was ultimately used in game. This issue was known by our existing art team and we are still reviewing how this oversight occurred. We take matters like this seriously. We have reached out to Anti-Real to discuss the issue and are committed to do right by the artist. As a matter of policy, we do not use the work of artists without their permission. Well, clearly you do. So like I said, it's only because they got caught. They said if not, this would have been perfect. It would have been a clean slate, perfect run for the game to be released. It would have been Gucci ripping off. They're trying to make multi-million. This is a billion-dollar company essentially. Said, you know what? Let's rip them off. Keep it pushing. And they were going to do, I believe, a pre-release, like talking about the game, I think a couple of days ago. And one of the Marathon art directors had to address the situation because the elephant's in the room. There's no way they were just going to show gameplay or talk about their game and not address it.
And so to that extent, I want to send my personal apology to Anti-Real, whose work was used in this case. And I know how unfair this feels, and we're doing everything we can to make this right with her. Her work is fantastic, and we clearly share mutual appreciation for a specific genre of graphic design, and it's very exciting, and I'm excited to have folded that into our style in general. So thanks for listening, and thanks for your patience.
Yeah, he's looking stressed. And he's like, yeah, we appreciate her work. I'm thinking, yeah, you absolutely did. You just didn't want to pay her. You wanted to steal it. Don't pay her, but we appreciate your work. Thanks, darling. Nah, you're crazy for that. You are absolutely... It's diabolical. It's diabolical stuff. Like I said, if it was an indie studio that done this, they probably would have been shut down immediately. I think with Bungie, it's just a case of they're going to eventually try and pay her off. She needs to get lawyered up and get what she deserves. If I'm her, I'm getting the best lawyer in town I can possibly afford. and I'm rinsing Bungie. I'm keeping it a buck. I'm rinsing Bungie. Because the same way they were going to rinse her assets to make as much profit, I'm going to then flip it. You wanted to steal from me, cool. But I'm going to take you to the cleaners now. Don't take the piss. Like, that's crazy. But this is what's going on in the gaming industry. Industry that's supposed to be boasting about creativity, independence, pushing the boundaries. But you just want to cut corners and steal now. What happened to the Bungie developers of the great Halo series? And you know, individuality, creativity, something new. But you want to copy and paste from individuals, not pay them, not even contact them, and then think that everything's Gucci. Nah, mate. They are taking the piss like your rhino robberies, but I hope she gets thoroughly compensated. But like I said, take them to the cleaners. Bungie, you know, they need, hey, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. I just never expected it, but always expect the unexpected.